I realized in the previous video that it actually took quite a lot to do the entire challenges. So for the algebra challenges that I've done previously for the previous one, it actually took an entire 35 minutes for the entire video, which is quite a lot, and it is for a lot of people unwatchable because as the human attention span grows to zero or shrinks to zero, it's probably that very few people are going to watch these videos. So I'm going to try to keep it shorter. I'm gonna try. I'm not saying that I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna try to keep it shorter and maybe, idealistically speaking, maybe less than 10 minutes. So right now we are in algebra, and I'm going to state this over and over again in every video. The purpose, the ultimate purpose of these videos is to actually get a solid understanding of the math behind or powering machine learning. So we are learning machine learning from first principles, and I want to start with the solid foundation of math. We are doing algebra, and then we're gonna do other math concepts, and I'm gonna use Brilliant as the basis. So this is an application over here. This is the Brilliant, and I'm actually paying the monthly subscription, which is around $10 to $15 probably. And it's well worth the investment because they have 60 plus courses and thousands of challenges and exercises as this one, which helps you get a solid understanding. And it's like I keep saying, it's born for the geek passionate about hard sciences. So anyways, without further ado, what is the value of square root of 1%? Now we're actually going to transcribe it over here. Let's do a beautiful color. So the square root of 1%. Now we can see that 1% is actually equal to the square root of 1 over 100, that's 1%, and that is actually 1 over 10, and this is actually, what's 1 over 10? 10%. Right or wrong? Let's see. Right. So we have 10%. Now, since we are good on time, we can do another one. Let me just straighten this line if it's not already straightened. Okay. Continue. So we have the, try to be consistent here. We have the square root of -2 times the square root of -3 equals to question mark. Okay. This is actually -2 to the power of 1 over 2 times -3 to the power of 1 over 2 or we could simply say, instead of this would be one way to do it. We could simply rewrite square root of -2 as being square root of -1 times square root of 2, which is exactly the same thing, and then this would be multiplied by square root of -1 times square root of minus 3. And we square root of actually not minus 3 but 3. So square root of 3. In this case, square root of minus 1 times square root of minus 1. Actually, square root of minus 1 is I if we are in the realm of complex numbers, and as it says here, is a function. In this problem, the square root is a function from the complex numbers to the complex numbers. So we are in the domain of complex numbers. Square root of minus 1 is I. Square root of minus 1 is I. Square root of 2 times square root of 3. This is actually also equal to square root of 2 times 3. And I squared, in this case, I squared is going to be minus 1 and times square root of 6. This is also going to be equal to minus 1 times square root of 6 if we are extremely diligent in writing everything. So this is minus square root of 6, which is this one. All right, that is correct. Now let's actually change this. What do we have here? Given that a1, a2, a3, a4 are greater than 0, find the maximum constant n for which the following inequality always holds true. So we can simply transcribe this, or let's just actually copy this from there using the screen write function. So we can just copy this thing and then we would add it as an image from the gallery, place it over here. Or we could just move on to the following page. Take it from there, put it here. Right, so in this case, one thing that we can apply, or one trick that we can apply, is to rewrite this as something else. So in this case, as one of the solutions suggests, we can rewrite this as x plus 1 over x plus y plus 1 over y is greater than or equal to n. Okay, and in this case, so n, we would have x as being a1 over a2. Let me just make this better. Make it a little bit smaller so that we can also fit the y. And y would be equal to a3 over a4. All right, and in mathematics there is this concept, which is called the inequality of arithmetic and geometric means, or simply put, AM GM inequality. And by this inequality, we know that whatever. So let me actually change this. AMGM inequality. We know that whatever r plus 1 over r is greater than or equal to 2. Now in this case, we could simply, r can stand for whatever we have. So in this case, we have x over x and y over y. So x over x, this is going to be greater than or equal to 2. Make it more pretty. Greater than or equal to 2. And this is also going to be greater than or equal to 2. Therefore, in this case, n is going to be greater than or equal to 4. Find the maximum, so we are being asked to find the maximum constant n for which the following inequality holds true. And I believe that 4, let's see, is the correct answer. All right. So not exactly 10 minutes, but 12 minutes, which is good enough.